Hey there, it's friends, it's Oliver, and if you see my boater, you know it's Bartitsu time. In our first video of that topic, we demonstrated the hooked cane techniques of Bartitsu, which were the exceptions because Pierre Vigny, the mind behind the cane fighting method, used a rattan cane with a silver ball at the end, and he used it as a mace. Barton Wright, the man behind Bartitsu, told us in his famous article from 1902 that a cane is not a sword and using it as a sword is a mistake. It has no handguard, no basket as a single stick to protect the hand, so the method must differ from that. So we see the specialization in cane play, especially for self-defense at that time, went on. But Vignys and Barton Wright were not the only ones. We see, for example, Colonel Thomas Monsery in the US and Master at Arms George Dubois claimed the same, but found other solutions. So, parrying with a cane could be risky for your fingers. Because of that, we will demonstrate you today the guard of distance. Fencing masters would call it a parry by measure, and you could also differ it to a parry by void. In simple words, to give you a few examples, if we take a step back, we avoid getting hit. If we draw back the front foot, we avoid getting hit. If we just draw back the arm when the opponent targets our hand, we avoid getting hit. These are all voidings, so parries with the body, in contrast to parries with the weapon. Those parries would call Barton Wright guards by resistance. And he defines the guard by distance as a change of the leading foot. So it's more a change of guard left and right. But later on, he gives a few more examples which covers different kinds of voids. But they are not called guard by distance. But whether simple void or guard by distance, the main point is do not just retreat. Use the tempo, you do not need to parry with the weapon for an attack. Let's start with the first play. For the first play, we have to go in rear guard, which means the weapon hand is the rear hand. So your threatening is a lot less than if you have the weapon side in front. Also, you give an opening on the inside, so you doesn't cover your head here well. It's like here, so whole opening, and also you give a bait. So you just bring your hand in front like here, but don't bait it like here, so it's too clear that it's a bait. Just hold it here in a defensive position, as we know from the position of the boxer from the last video. And you may remember he was the boxer there. So let's have a look. He goes on guard, please. I go on guard and I present my hand and he takes the bait, like so, and this will smashes my hand. So the first thing I want to do is I bring my hand back here, and with my hand I open my complete body. So it initiates a rotation, and I bring my front leg to the rear, which makes it the guard of distance. So once again, he hits my hand, and I bring it back. And I use the rotation of my body to initiate a hard strike from above with my cane. So he strikes at my hand, and I hit his head. Because if he stands there and just hits my hand from this position, and I am standing just here, I wouldn't reach his head. I could reach his hand also, which is fine, but the play from Barton Wright in the article shows that he overreaches because he wants to hit my hand. So he wants to hit my hand, I bring it back and he overreaches, and in this case I could reach his head. So once again, fluid motion. So this seems like nothing, but it hits hard even if we don't get that hard at the moment, right? Give me a thumbs up. Perfect. So the second play starts as the first play, but instead of I'm a well-educated gentleman with good knowledge of fencing, I stand a little bit crappy and I'm a bit of leaning forwards, I'm presenting my head, so it's kind of a way bigger bait. Sure, he can hit my hand as last time, but the advantage to hit my head is there. So in this case, he has to use a lunge because he is a little bit more far away. So when I'm standing here, he lunges out and will hit my head. I do nearly the same thing. I throw back my hand, but now I'm going this position, you know, the position that says, oh, he has good posture, he can fence. And I take the rotation from my body again and spin my cane for a good hit at the hand. And in this case, I will hit the hand with my pommel on the finger side. So if I hit it good, it maybe breaks the fingers, maybe not, but sure, the stick will fall to the ground. Or you miss. So, once again, a quick side note, since all blows at the head or wrist will probably not end the fight. So one should learn to fight on, but this is another kind of story. So, do you like the baiting we have done here, or are you more the best defense is the attack fighter? Let me know and see you next video.